Well, here I am into the backyard again. And if you remember, I've actually noticed there's a fence that has been blown up by the winds. I think it was during a windstorm a couple of months ago. I think it was during winter time. And now we're literally in springtime. Oh my goodness, I just saw something very miraculous here. It's a hoverfly. It's just buzzed off. Oh well. Anyways, look at the weather outside, guys. It is just chronicling me, stifling outside. It feels like I'm in the middle of Greece. With that sort of hot weather involved here, it feels so beautiful. The temperature is about 21, 22, 23 degrees Celsius. I heard it's going to get hot by, well, let's just say Sunday. But that could be the last of it. Thursday or Friday or Saturday. What is that? I just saw a bee here. But anyways, what I'm actually going to show you is this enclosure of what's actually inside, right underneath this fence that has been blown up by the winds, debunked it somehow. And there's a lot of bee activity because there's a lot of flowers and stuff. And I might show you these amazing yellow flowers that they've just blossomed. That is just stunning to look at. I might show you those flowers there in the middle later on in this video, hey, I think. But in the meantime, let me just go ahead and sorry, I've just coughed one in front of my tablet. But anyways, let's see what's underneath this fence. Okay, time for me to lift this baby out without cutting myself up. And oh my goodness me, without hurting myself and cutting myself. Wow. What is that? I can see a bit of spider activity. There's a lot of woodlouse. Or should I say woodlice, and there's a fly here. I'm surprised, since it's this time of the year, there's a lot of bug activity going around here. A lot of woodlice, a lot of slugs. Lovely little slugs. How cool are they, eh? Maybe they're not. And I think I also saw a bit of snail activity, which, unfortunately, the snails, they've all been gone, I think. I think probably because of how stifling hot it is outside. But it's not summer, and oh my goodness. That sunshine, man, it feels like in the middle of the tropics with a pigeon flying in the background. You can definitely pretend that this is a tropical rainforest. I mean, look at that. Just stunning, isn't it? It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm in the middle of the Amazon or Borneo when I think of that sort of scenery. But hey, this is very much a totally different country. Shouldn't be comparing different parts of the world, hey? There's, well, it looks like there'll be a woodlice gathering with a bit of a snail shell here. Little tiny spiders, I think. I'm not sure if I could show you the spiders. Wow. That didn't look like spiders here, right? Hopefully there's no signs of arachnophobia going on around here, right? It looks interesting. All I see is a merry mix of creatures that live in the undergrowth. So nice that they live underneath the soil. I don't think I can pretty much move that fence away all of a sudden, because somehow that might probably, be very bad. And there's a woodlouse that has been taken down to the ground. There's a very small spider. I'm not sure if you can see that. And oh my goodness, there's a giant bumblebee. Look at this thing. This thing is a behemoth. Mind you, if I got close to it, I would probably get stung. Let me just check this out. I wonder what the hell is that thing. And look at that bumblebee. It is just massive. Look at that. Yeah, I think it's buzzed to another area here, eh? Not sure. There's a lot of flies here. So many flies. And it's interesting. I'm starting to do a bit of entomology around here since the weather has started to warm up a bit. You can definitely see bumblebees as early as February and honeybees in that general height. There's a lot of insect activity. I think the bumblebee has gone away now. Noticing of just how stiflingly beautiful it is outside. And yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, look at the weather outside. It looks like something out of a tropical rainforest or somewhere in the Mediterranean. I heard it's been hotter than Greece, Corfu, I think, or anywhere in the Mediterranean. It feels so much that kind of aesthetic to another country. Maybe if I spoke to an Indian and say, oh, it feels like India, or if I spoke to a Pakistani type person, I would say it's like Pakistan. But hey, we can't talk of countries that much because it would probably get people riling up their brains and whatnot. Obviously, we're going uphill, and I can't see that much undergrowth activity. If I lift this up without wrecking myself up here, oh man, I might show you what. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of woodlice underneath this soil here. That is a lot of woodlice. A lot of wood lice going on here. I should say the word wood lice or wood lice, if that's how you pronounce it. The way you say those sort of creature names. There's a lot of wood lice going around here. I mean, look at the vast swaths of dead leaves around here. Noticing it's just very abundant. I mean, look at this. Just a very huge, vast swath of very dead leaves. And there's also some ants. Not sure how much you can see it, hey, via the camera, hey. In fact, not sure how this camera is going to deal with the heat because it's been really warm so far this week. So much so that the high pressure right over from the southwest all the way from the mid has made it very much feeling a lot more like Malaysia. Although I wouldn't say that, hey. Probably Thailand or Singapore or Indonesia or whatever the hell am I talking about. It's almost curious. I might show you what this woodlouse is doing here right at the sunshine. If I zoom in, looks quite interesting. I mean, I can definitely see a vast abundance of woodlice, and actually because I can definitely tell that they're feeding on some very dead leaves and such. They all come in different sizes, different species and stuff. Can anybody tell me what species of woodlice they are? I'd love to know your thoughts. The ones... Oh, I forgot to... Where are the woodlice? It's like I'm out of focus. Probably because it's been really warm. There it is. There's one of the woodlice here. Can you see it in the middle here? That's the one. That's one of the woodlice here. I think that's what they look like when they're adults. Maybe. I might be totally wrong here, right? But there's like... Oh my goodness. See that? That's a huge... Just a huge gathering of woodlice. Lots of dead leaves piling up, very suitable for woodlice to munch and masticate upon. It's just so amazing. Just a vast swath of autumn leaves here, or dead leaves as I call it, because it's not autumn, we're in spring, and we're also going to summer. Okay, don't explain to me why the UK is so different. It's quite interesting on the undergrowth. Maybe if I'm really lucky, might be able to see some centipedes or millipedes. Who knows about that? Quite curious somehow what critters live underneath on the undergrowth. Maybe ground beetles, that would be very interesting to see. And of course, right over here is a mixture of nettles, stinging nettles, right over here. And there's also, I think that's mint. Although I might be totally wrong because they've got those sort of fuzzy leaves on it. And they really smell nice. Always very nice. Nice plants indeed. They grow really nice and tall and abundant during this time of the year, and also towards summer. I try not to step on the woodlice, but everywhere I look, if I try and just scramble around, there's just lots of woodlice, and there's ants. If I go ahead and stand a bit back, there's also a few ants outside here. I love to see. What is that? Is that a millipede? I might try and take a look what that is. And I can hear some swifts on the back of an eye. I think it's this time of the year when they come out. And I haven't worked out what that creature is. Is that supposed to be a millipede? Or a worm? Or whatever? Can anybody explain me what that creature is? I've got no idea what that is. Can anybody tell me what that is? Please do leave in the comments down below, because I haven't really worked out my species of undergrowth invertebrates. There's a lot of ants down here, obviously. Somehow there's a lot of ant activity. Crikeys. I don't know what I'm really saying here, but there's a lot of woodlouse and ant activity going on here. It is just stunning to look at. Just beautiful to see. It's really, really amazing. And the sunshine's gone inside the clouds now because it's been really warm, or really mild somehow. Because we had we had a lot of poor months so far. I think we had one of the wettest Februaries, March and Aprils that we had so far. And now we're into a dry May. That's something we haven't had for a very long time now. But I think that's all about it. That's our filmed so far in this video, talking about what lives so far in the undergrowth. Very nice to know. And there's another woodlouse here who looks like it's trundling in a very slow speed. And oh my goodness, I can definitely see some ants. Maybe. But they're very small. Somehow I believe these are garden black ants. I might be totally wrong here. Right? And there's a very interesting red coloured woodlouse here. I think I can definitely see all the critters but not as clearly as I thought I would probably think of. Yeah, it's pretty nice to know, actually, somehow seeing all of these little mini beasts doing all the hard work. Makes me curious. I think I can definitely see the ants now. I'm pretty sure there might be some sort of little ant colony going on here. They're all definitely working together, and very much so. Probably finding some dead critters along the way here, right, for their next feast. It's very amazing. And, oh my goodness, who knows, as the day warms up, there'll be a lot of ants. Maybe when it's really, really hot. If it's a really hot day, maybe I might try and find an abundance of ants. It's just somehow fantastic. And whoa, what is that thing here? I've just noticed that is a... what is that? What is that thing? I think I just saw a black beetle. My God, I think I just missed it. I didn't expect that thing to crawl up towards my filming here. But hey, that was pretty much about it. Seeing all the different critters that live right over at the undergrowth. Just so nice to know. Oh, here it is. I think I just spotted it. Oh, I've got it. Oh. What is that thing here? What kind of beetle is that? I hope it's not one of those kind of beetles that bite me. I think it's just dropped down to the ground. Who knows? I might probably find it in another video somehow. Maybe in another video. But at least I think I did see it from like a millisecond ago. And yeah, that's probably about it in this backyard garden. That's about it. So, I'll probably leave the video here. If you really enjoyed this pretty different video on YouTube, please give this video a like, subscribe for more videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching. And bye for now.